are looking at game 5 out of best of 13 with this 2v2 matchup. Oh, we have a double grouping now. We've got a Roos China matchup with Salami and Grubby, and Crackedy also playing as Roos with Abbasid, played by Le Grand. Gonna catch up to live in just a little bit and head to the revealed all map. We are still on observer UI. I'm just gonna see. I'm actually gonna leave the clock up just for a little bit and see if the game like puts out at like 17 or whatever. Like I said, because the observer UI works in the beginning and then like stops working later. So we should see. This is also a really weird spawn. This is called Twin Peaks. As you can see by these two peaks. I think it's called Twin Peaks. Is it called Twin Peaks? Yeah, it's just called Peaks. 2 peaks in the center of the map surrounding one of the markets. I don't know why Grubby and Salami spawned so close to each other, where on the other side we have Le Grand spawning very close to the lake and Crackedy spawning kind of like in the center of the map. So I'm kind of confused about the way that things spawned, but yeah. Does Twin Peaks come with a TV show, guys? Sorry, I just think it is Twin Peaks for me. We've also got Crackedy going out getting some of this bounty. I'm assuming Salami is doing the same, going out and getting bounty as best as they can. It looks like Salami has invested in a... Oh, Le Grand's gonna spot this out though. Has invested in a dock relatively early in the game. So this is like... It basically is like 2 peaks in the middle and like a stretched out 4 lakes. There is deep water fish as well. Yeah, 4 on each lake. And that dock did get up. That villager is probably gonna get lost though. Salami did have to walk pretty far to get to this corner to set up his dock, whereas like Le Grand is right on the water, can defend his lake relatively easily, but Crackedy did place their dock at this lake instead of the one in the northern corner. So I'm not sure how the teams are dividing up the lakes or if they're just gonna fish together and do that. Crackedy does seem to be sending out one villager to build another dock on that northern lake. So Grubby is playing as green, as China has this western lake secured. So I don't know if the teams are going to be fighting over the lakes really, or where they're going to be fighting most. There are 2 sacred sites on this map, so a little bit easier win if you secure them earlier. This one's also nice since there's gold right there, so you can secure the sacred site and the gold at once. And just some scout action here out on the map. Looking at the boar placement, both boars, there's 3 boars it seems like. So 1 in the very center of the map right here, and then 1 on the southeast edge, and the one kind of more into the south middle east. So they're all kind of in a straight line. I also think Crackedy is walling up their northern pond. Okay, so one thing about these though, there is tons of fishing along the edge. It's like completely covered along the edge. So there's that. Just a lot of scout harassment from both players. So Salami is walling up as well. So Salami and Crackedy kind of the same idea, walling up their fishing eco. Yeah, show match with Grubby and Salami. Very, very fun matchup. Their strategy for 2v2 is pretty interesting. Not gonna lie, for those of you just hopping in right now, we've seen some pretty fun team matchups. Actually, Le Grand is not going up for that northern lake, so actually not gonna go for the fish right now. Otherwise, it seems like both teams seem to be playing pretty defensively, trying to protect what they have instead of going in offensively, besides with several of the scouts. So Scout kind of getting in the way, trying to deny this wall up, but otherwise it's going up right now. And just like Scouts are running around like trying to get some hits on villagers, but I don't think anyone's really losing right now. Grubby is up in age 2, Le Grand is up in age 2, and Szalami and Crackedy have yet to get up to age 2. They seem to be more focused on the docks. And we see a golden gate also getting placed down for Crackedy right now. So there's that in golden gate for Szalami. So it's a semi-roost mirror. I think I'm really interested to see the strategy in going into this game. There is a lot of open map. There are relics on the map. There are like a pretty even distribution of several of the food sources. So I don't know what players are going to decide to do, if they're going to try to go for taking over some of these docks. There's just a lot of harassment from the scouts. Grubby did try to, oh my gosh, Grubby made it all the way to the north side to put a dock there. That's the longest walk. And Junk made his way out of the... Oh, man, that is so good. Like, man, Crackedy didn't defend, like, wall up the entire thing. And it allowed Grubby to make this, like, this... And it's... Oh, my gosh. These guys can get changed into attack ships. It looks like Crackedy is changing one into an attack ship right now. Grubby is just going to be doing some damage as a junk ship. For Szalami on the south side, this isn't fully walled up yet. And it looks like Le Grand was trying to place a forward tower here. I don't know if he's sending a vill right now. We're going to be sending a couple villagers. We'll see if this tower actually gets up. Yeah, we'll see if this tower gets up. I don't know if it's actually going to get up. Szalami is sending another villager to finish putting up that wall. And the attack ship did come out or get transferred over for Crackedy. Another fishing ship is out, and I don't know if that junk is going to come out for Grubby in time. Because this guy's going to get taken out. There's several arrows coming out from like 2 of these ships, so I don't think that junk's gonna really do it, but it is denying that fishing eco from Crackedy. Crackedy has 2 legs secured though right now, and we do see the villagers making their way out onto the map, gonna be trying to get up this outpost. So we'll see if that outpost actually gets placed. A Song Dynasty coming in for Grubby. So it's Barbican placed, and we see 3 stables, 3 military production buildings from Grubby. And I think Szalami is also going combo of archery range stable and another archery range, and also has reached castle age. So a pretty fast castle, not super fast, but pretty fast for this kind of matchup, and especially playing as Roos, you can get up to that castle age really quickly. And this is the Abbey of the Trinity, so we should see some warrior monks coming out here soon. There's several upgrades here that are pretty awesome. I don't get them totally, but you can use the Saint's Blessing, which is something special that the Roos ships do. This tower did get up of the way, and I think a arrow slits in placement is coming through. I don't know how much damage this is really gonna do onto some of the ships that come out. Remember, as a Roos player, like, Szalami doesn't need a dock. So like the ships aren't going to be coming back and forth. They're just going to be out on the lake. And that's what makes it kind of like not necessarily that bad if there's like arrow slits there, because they're not going to do much damage to these units. And also we see knights out from Szalami trying to take out this tower rush before it happens. That villager is definitely going to go down. And a couple scouts at the front of Szalami's base. Szalami continues to make military production buildings. Grubby as well seems to have a couple of things queued up. Let's see. He's got lancers queued up for Grubby. At the front side, we see a high trade house getting placed down for Crackedy. Probably spotted out that Abbey of the Trinity and decides to go high trade house, but this is an awesome placement for high trade house. Remember, like for Roos, if you place your hunting cabins or the high trade house like in a forest, you get more gold income per minute. Yeah, it's just gonna like, let's see, it takes out 1 damage per arrow. 1 damage per arrow, so it's coming out about 1 second, so 1500 seconds for that actually tower to do anything significant. We see horse archers out on the map for Szalami right now. I don't know what he's gonna decide to do with that match, but with those units, but we'll see where he ends up. I think he's grouping up several of them, probably gonna go for a little bit of harassment. Grubby also has lancers out on the map. Crackedy's base is relatively open. Let's see how much gold he's got. 198 per minute coming in from this high trade house, so 200 free gold right now. Camel Archer from Le Grand fending off. Oh, Szalami's trying to wall him in. Szalami's like literally trying to wall him in, and it looks like that knight is successful. Villager coming back to continue the wall. I don't think Le Grand has a lot of military. Oh, he does. So he's got 4 military production buildings. Looks like some camel archers are on the, or some spears are on the way. We also have 2 TC and more barracks out there. So I don't think these camel archers spot out this villager just yet. So we'll see what happens if Szalami's just like totally walling them in. Camel archers, no, turn around. And Grubby has a lancer out coming into the main base, going straight for those gold villagers, pushing them off the gold, denying that eco from Le Grand. Also hear a little bit of defense sound, so Grubby is doing a double raid on Crackedy and Le Grand at the same time. Lancers pushing off more of those units, those villager units off the gold on Crackedy as well. Center of the map, it looks like there's a little bit of horse archer battle between horse archer and knights as well. So I think Szalami kind of has the upper hand because he's got those knights out there who are going to be able to take a little bit more damage than those horse archers. He is trying to wall up the center market right here. I don't know if he wants to secure that for trading, or it's really just more of a defensive ploy so that none of the military can come through the center and they really have to go around. And this wall is up and very annoying. And I think Le Grand's trying to wall it off as well, but I don't know if that's gonna do much at this point. More military. Oh gosh, those lancers are doing work. Just really going. Grubby is doing a fantastic job about doing some harassment, pushing bills off their resources. So those couple of lancers did get taken out at the front lines, but it's okay. This is now we're at 122. Sacred sites have been secured by Szalami and Grubby. Team Szalami and Grubby. Team Pumpkin colors. There is a pretty big group of horse archers from Crackedy though on their way. Probably gonna decap this sacred site quickly. Yeah, it was taken for a hot second. Imperial Palace also going down for Grubby right now. All players are up in the Castle Age. And we see military units coming out for Crackedy. Crackedy has actually looks like they could go up to Imperial relatively soon. Sacred Site has been taken. I'm looking at Crackedy right now. Crackedy's at 35 military units. Salami's sitting at 29, 21. Actually, all of them have like a pretty equal equal military but Crackedy seems to be replenishing that more quickly. Grubby, though, did build a second TC, so did the 2 TC Song Dynasty, it looked like. And then several horsemen are also making their way out across the map. I'm not sure where they're headed to, but this is secured by Salami. Most of the military is actually swinging around this side. We should see a lot of units are scrambling right now, and the military of Grubby is pulling around the side. Same with Salami, so they're going to be able to intercept any of the oncoming reinforcements. Crackedy is going all in on these horse archers. Lucky for Grubby, Grubby's got faster units, just looking at the speed. So horse archers, highly mobile units. Movement speed is 1.62. I think actually movement speed for the horse is 2.16. So they can chase him down, especially since they're not Mangadai. Okay, we're at the 17-minute mark. It looks like that's a magic number for the UI to turn off for the Fatal Scar error. I don't know what's going on with that Scar error, but this will just be on the screen right now for us. And it looks like the chase is on. Grubby is pushing down on the horse archers. Horse archers not going to make it through. They do have to stop to shoot their arrow, so that little pause in time allows the horsemen to catch up and take them out. So most of that military, you just see a scattered dead horse archers everywhere. Not enough to take out those horsemen, though, and we see a big group of horsemen coming in from Grubby, gonna intercept any of those reinforcements that are making their way across the map. And in the center, we see a keep drop coming in from Grubby, gonna be protected by Salami, so that wooden fortress is taken out. Crackedy loses vision on that area, and we should see some villagers also running up on the back side to, yep, look, there goes the villagers from Grubby. Grubby, when he's playing as China, which we've seen in the previous game, seems to be making a pretty big investment in putting down those keeps. Very successful at it, though. Having those forward keeps, especially with China, since they can get down so quickly, is a great place to defend your army. And it looks like Salami and Grubby at the same time have made their way into Crackedy's base. Crackedy does not have a huge military right now, just because it was all wiped up when he pushed into Grubby's base. And so I think a lot of those horsemen are going to be taking out several of these villagers who are trying to make out barracks, but not able to get those barracks up quite yet. I do hear the sound of spears and Streltsy making their way out onto the map. Crackedy is up in age 4, first a player to get up into Imperial Age. Even though he's up in Imperial Age, that means he's really low on gold, or at least like one of the... Oh, the keep did not get up completely. Keep is just kind of stuck. No. And there we go. Bombard makes his way out onto the map. Gonna be spotted out by Salami. Has to be careful to protect that guy. I mean, even though it's gonna be cheaper with your siege workshop, so like right now it's 324.80. Oh, and Crackedy has surrendered. I'm assuming Le Grand is gonna surrender pretty soon after. Unable to keep up with the military production just after going up to Imperial. It was really low on gold. Is not going to be able to defend against these two militaries from Grubby and Salami. And it looks like the next one for Game 5 goes to Grubby and Salami. Their lead continues to grow.